Yeah.
Hi. Finally.
Hi, Ivy.
Hi,
Yeah, so good to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so excited to have you. So everyone out there, hello. This is the third edition of a League of Inspirational Women, and I have an amazing inspirational woman right here. Her name is Helen Ubak. And Helen is the MD CEO of Photoscape Limited.
Yeah.
A photography, cinematography, and makeover brand with a mission to build a company founded on integrity and excellence while offering avant-garde photography experiences. She's also the founder of Purple Roses, an event solution company, an area where she ventured into out of her passion for hosting and organizing prime events. Wow. I didn't know that part. And she's an
now you go.
Yeah. Now she's an English graduate from the University of Uyo. She's an alumni of the Faith Foundation Business School, renowned for encouraging and promoting growth of entrepreneurs. Helen gathered well-rounded corporate experience from her stint in banking with MCMD, UBA. Oh, we have that in common. UBA, Capital Bank. Yeah. Gathering relevant experiences in private, corporate, and retail banking. She has excellent people skills, honed from dealing with different cadres of high net worth, middle class, and grassroots clients. She was also regional manager, Island Axis for Studio 24, one of the foremost photography studios in Nigeria, where she made a mark in business development, branch expansion, branding, and upscaling of customer service satisfaction. Well, no, that's my area as well. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Helen opened Photoscape Limited in December 2018 and Purple Roses Event Concierge shortly after. With her in-depth, versatile knowledge and passion for business development, she has quickly positioned both companies as mature, thoughtful brands, helping several corporate and individual clients reach their valuable goals of creating and preserving awesome memories, great commercial ads. She is passionate about family, keen on people development, and enjoys cooking. Wow, we have some more things in common. In fact, family,
so many.
people development, and I enjoy cooking as well. Oh, Helen.
I love cooking.
Amazing. Oh my word. So Helen, well, tell us more about you.
Yeah.
Something that I haven't read in your bio. Yes.
Yeah. First, thanks, Ivy, for having me. It's such a pleasure and an honor. I'm so grateful. And it's exciting, women working together, pushing women to do things and all that.
Yeah.
Now, Helen I'm a playful person. A lot of people don't know that about me, but when you come close, you get to find out that Helen is playful. I'm simple and all of that. I can be very assertive, and I'm a go-getter. I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about women. I just don't like women being chanced. That's not to say, oh, I'm always pushing on and all of that. But I'm really passionate about women, because the way the society is tilting and all of that, a lot of times you get to position yourself rightly to be sure that not just because you're a woman, most times you just feel, okay, women, you just have that pretty face, you have nothing to offer and all of that. So I always push for beauty and brains. It's beyond the cover. You have something to offer. You're bringing to the table and all of that.
Amazing. So do you want to tell us anything about your story from where you started to where you are now?
Okay. As at the time we left school, I served with Minaj. I started into broadcasting. I was a reporter initially. That was in Minaj Obosi. Yes, I was a reporter. But afterwards, I was actually retained there, but I just didn't want to stay in Onitsha. I was just so used to Lagos and all that.
Yeah.
Then after that, I ventured into selling. I was just doing mobile selling and all that. I never had a shop. I was doing the door-to-door. And eventually, I found myself in banking. It was never my plan to be in banking, but I'm this kind of person that wherever I find myself, I push, you know. So I got into banking, but before then I attended Faith Foundation. The idea was actually to start my thing, but I just felt I should get that corporate touch. And trust me, it has played a long way in my taking decisions, in my administrative skills and all of that. Then eventually, after my years in banking, while I was in banking, I actually got married. I was married for 6 years. And shortly after that, I got separated and eventually I got divorced. And I was actually very happy because for Pastor Tony, because he gave me the platform to actually serve in this present house. I know I didn't mention that earlier. And all of that. And yes, and I was actually very grateful because I know before I got the job, I asked that, okay, so now here's the thing. A lot of establishments might not want to take a single mom and all of that at the time because they might feel you are not stable and all of that. And I was so grateful because I worked there for close to 4 years. And while I was there, I acted as the fundraising manager and ministries manager. So that actually gave me the push. You know, it gave me succor. It gave me that working in this present house helped me not to be judgmental because I was this kind of person that, I can be very rigid. It has to be this way. It has to be this way. There are no gray areas. It's either white or it's black, you know. But, you know, Peter is a very liberal person and all of that. So I started seeing, because prior to this time, I never dreamt I was going to get divorced. You know, I just felt, being divorced was a very terrible thing. I wasn't judgmental, but I never just imagined that it was going to happen to me, you know. And eventually, when it did, I picked up myself. And of course, the family support system was awesome. I picked that up and all of that, and they were very supportive. And with that, I discovered myself. And after working there, I joined Studio 24. I worked there for a bit, but during that period, I saw a different side because I was like, okay, if I worked in for each of the industries I worked, it was a different ball game entirely. You know, from banking to ministries, there was always a lesson learned. And just when you feel you've seen it or you enter another industry, and then you find out there's a different ball game, and you never even know the strengths that you possess until you're in a particular atmosphere and all of that. So that helped me and all of that. Photography was never my thing. What I actually love doing is cooking and all of that. But I started seeing photography from a different angle, the idea of saving memories, creating awesome memories. So we'd have this couple coming, this family couple coming with elderly, with an aged parents of maybe like 90, 95. It was always an awesome period and a privileged moment. It was always an honor for me, you know. And then shortly after that, they come looking sad. Oh, please, mommy has died, daddy has died. Could you do a picture frame? Could you do an enlargement? So because I'm a people person, I love to relate with people. And when I get to meet you, it's not just about work. I want to know things around you. I want to know how you strive, how you're able to juggle up and all of that. So it started giving me the idea, okay, this is this. I started seeing the vulnerable side of people. You understand, especially when you are having to deal with a loved one, you might be capturing a moment of someone that is actually ill. They actually know the person is going to die, but they just want something they can keep as that can serve as a keepsake, you know. So that helped me and that pushed me. I was like, okay, this is a nice thing. I would actually want to be part of this and be able to change the narrative, you know, to make people know that you can actually do this in a fun way, you know, and celebrate life. You know, we already have so many bad things happening, so not everything is. So when that happens, I always tell people, okay, let's look at it from the bright side of life. Mommy was alive. She did this, she did that. So when you look at the pictures, we tried to, there was an elderly woman that came once, I think close to 90 or thereabout. And I remember the makeup artist, we had to tell her, oh, please, you know, mama's call is very soft. Make sure you don't tie the gele too hard, you know, and you have to help them walk. you know, they'll be like, oh, the staircase, do I have to climb that distance? It made me more passionate. Then you just realize that life is actually in stages, you know, because
Yes,
at
it
some
is
point
actually.
you are the one helping. At some point, they are the ones actually helping us, teaching us how to walk, putting us through the stages of life.
Mm-hmm.
Then at some point, you are standing on your own. And at the last, so I just saw there's the morning, there's the afternoon, and there's the evening of life. So in that evening of life, we are the one helping them through, holding their hands, telling them. And there was this woman that came after we made her up. She was so excited in her 80s, and she was like, wow, she wished her husband was here. They would have paid the bride price all over again. You know, so very so So
nice. Oh my gosh.
that's the beauty about photography that so many people don't know about. You know, you get to be involved in other people's lives and all that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for sharing your story, Helen. You know, I heard some different things. You know, for example, your stint when you got into banking, and then of course, you know, you got married and you know went through a separation and a divorce. You know, and also how you worked for the church. You know, and got support there, and then you know, now finding your way into photography, an area that you didn't even plan to go into. You have quite an adventurous, you know, life. Yeah, and I mean that's what life is about. But you know, so you know, I just want to ask you know some important questions because you know a lot of women are going through those failed marriages. Some have kids, some don't have kids in the marriage, you know, and then some of them have allowed the experience to rule them instead of allowing themselves rule the experience. So how have you been able to rule the experience? Because you wouldn't have been able to achieve this if you had allowed yourself to remain bitter, you know, in years. So how have you been able to overcome that mindset, that trap? Because that experience puts you in a trap. In a mindset trap. And for you to come out of that trap is quite difficult. How did you overcome this? Because I'm sure a lot of women out there would want to know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so first and foremost, for me, I would say the God factor. You know, God just gave me peace.
Yes.
You know, when the Bible says peace that surpasses our understanding, God just gave me peace because I never imagined it was going to happen to me. I come from a very close-knitted family. You know, my parents are late, but their love was so strong. You know, I always make reference to them and all of that. I have siblings, I'm the last, and each one of them is happily married. You know, so when you understand that the kind of family I come from, you know that what happened was like, it was extremely strange.
Yeah.
You know, it was not something I saw coming, even in the nearest future. So God really helped me. And of course, the family support system. I always tell a lot of women because I found out that a lot of times, some women, when you get married, it's good to love your husband.
Yes.
It's good to love your family, you know, but there's also a place for family, your immediate family, and there's also a place for your friends. You can't neglect that.
Good.
You have to hold on to all of that, but create a balance. Do you understand? Because if I had pushed my family at the back burner and I was like, oh, I'm married, and all of that, when this happened, there would have really been nowhere to run to, you know? Because I remember at some point we had to leave, we were at Magodo then, we had to leave the place. My family insisted I leave there shortly after my son finished nursery. He was in nursery too by then, you know, and I remember I had to live with my sister at some point on the mainland. And from there, you can see the family support system. I stayed with my sister for a while. I also stayed with my brother for a while before I finally got my own place. You know, not that I couldn't afford it at the time, but they just felt, oh, Helen, you have to be secured. We have to keep you safe. You and your son, you have to be under the watch of family, you know, so that helped me. And then shortly after that, because at the point I got separated, I wasn't working, I had left the banking industry, you know, so shortly after that, I got a job with the church. So it helped me and, you know, interacting with people. And I always believe that a problem shared is half solved, but you have to make sure that you're sharing the problem with the right set of people. you
Yes.
know, and then a lot of times women, we bottle up things because we're so afraid that will we be judged and all of that. Are they going to laugh at me? What would people say and all of that? You know, I'm a very open person to a large extent, and I really do not care at that point. How do you feel? Do you get a lot of people till they don't even know I'm divorced because I never even changed my name. So it has always been Helen Ubak and all of that. So I remember at some point I went to the salon, I was having my pedicure done, and I met this lady that was talking about her husband. They were just married for the very week she got married, she found out that the husband had actually pregnated somebody else and had pregnated 2 other people. So she was so downcast. I met her when this was like 5 years old, and she was still saying, oh, should she separate or should she not? Meanwhile, the guy had even left. So at some point, I just chipped in. I was like, but must you hold on to what you know is not working? I remember her saying that even the guy's mom had said, you don't even know this man. And she told me, it's because your life is so perfect and all of that, you know. Even my nails lady will say, because she never knew me. And I really don't like sharing my story, except there is need to. If I know I have to encourage one woman or the other.
Yeah.
And by the time I finished telling her what I went through, that I'm even separated, at that point I was just separated, I wasn't divorced, they were really surprised. They were like, oh wow, we thought you had your life all together. I said we're all works in progress. Do you understand? But you have to make sure that what you are going through, each person is going through something. Mine might be a divorce case, yours might be a loss of a child, another person might be challenges with having a child with a special need. But how do you walk through that? I've learned to take it one step at a time.
With a positive mindset.
It's a positive mindset.
Yes. So thanks for sharing. You know, I like exactly what you said. I mean, there's so many things that resonates with me, you know, because I too have gone through marriage, separation and divorce. And one of the things that I know really kept me because I went through depression and all was my faith in God. That was one of the things that kept me. And the second one was support from family. I too come from an amazing family, close knit, and you know, whenever I hear people, women, and say that they've been through this and their families are telling them to go back or go through, just leave them just because they are sure of what society would say. I always feel for them. I actually feel pity.
It's so painful because a lot of women have lost their lives in the course of going back or just trying to keep up with their appearance and all of that.
Because society does not own you. Who owns you? Who has that ownership of you is your family. They're the ones that you run to. That you're kind of like a safe haven. And if you don't run to them, and if you don't feel that they would support you, then you're lost. And most of the women who don't come through these experiences are those who are actually left alone, to handle on their own. Exactly. So it's really, really, really sad. I also, love to encourage women out there. Sometimes it also helps to talk. Because when you have to talk, like you said, a problem shared is half solved.
It's half solved.
And it also helps to lift up the burden that's weighing you down. So thank you so much for sharing. I know it's not so easy sharing, our story like that,
You're welcome.
Yes. And another thing again that I also want to say, because I know that, in my engagement, I engage a lot of women, and one of the things that, some people always, allude to is the fact that the church doesn't really support. When you're single or when you've been separated or divorced, there's a way the church actually treats you.
True.
Yes, exactly. So they actually leave churches because of that. They feel left alone. They feel like they've been ostracized from the society where they expect to have.
I experienced that too.
Well, you did experience that too.
I did.
So
I did.
But
you know.
but was it in, because I mean you mentioned that in the church you went to the church and they actually gave you the support and all that as well.
No, that was in this present house.
Oh, okay, in this present house.
I wasn't a member of this present house and all of that. So that was why initially when the offer came to work in this present house, I was a bit reluctant because of the way I was treated back in my home church.
Your old church, okay.
So a lot of times we women we're not supportive of each other, because I know I was really involved in my church as at the time this thing happened, but no woman came to visit. They avoided like I was a plague. And it was so sad. But you know what kept me was because I had, the period I wasn't working, I stopped banking from 2010. So from 2011 to 2013, when I got separated, it was as if God was just preparing me because now I had the whole time. So I bonded well with my son. I stopped working when my son was about three, thereabouts, yeah. So between that 3 and almost 5, when I got separated, I taught him so much. So we had so many lessons. I was able to read Bible verses to him. I was equally able to teach him poems. I was able to teach him nursery rhymes. So it was a bonding process for us. And everything is about an investment. There are times you might be doing something, you might not really know you need it. Then when the hour of need comes up, what you have invested would come up. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I remember at that point, when I got separated and the church wasn't really supportive, everybody avoided like I was a sinner, everybody includes women, in the church. I remember not wanting to go to church at all. But because this period I had put in so much in my son spiritually, it was as if God was just preparing me for the period. Because trust me, if I was still working at that point, I'm not saying when you're working, you can't invest much, but at that point, I hadn't learned how to strike the balance. Not now that I'm more mature and all of that. So I've learned about balancing.
Yes.
But I remember saying, Mommy, we must go to church. Mommy, we must go to church. Mommy, we must go to church. So that kept me. And people were wondering, Helen, I remember my friends then, they were like, Helen, my friends in the neighborhood, they were like, Helen, how are you coping? You're a very strong person. I said, trust me, I'm not strong. It's my son that is keeping me going. He doesn't understand what's happening, and he doesn't understand why we would stay back from going to church. I remember growing up, for my parents, my mom, you just had to be dead for you not to go to church. Not now that everything is online and all of that. So, the old tradition and all that.
Same here. I mean, till now, my parents, there's no way you can go back to Calabar and then don't go to church when it's Sunday.
It's a cardinal sin.
You have to go to church even now.
It's a cardinal sin. So I wonder how they're coping in this period of lockdown where everything has to be online and all of that.
My word. Oh, thanks so much for sharing this. So tell me, how's it been? How have you been? How's it been juggling? Because you mentioned the balancing act, right? So how's it been juggling your son, juggling Photoscape Limited, juggling the foundation as well? The event business.
Yeah, the event stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's it been?
Well, it's been awesome, but it's not been a bed of roses because I remember when I first started Photoscape, having to build a brand that can be so demanding. And I'm this kind of person that, if I'm doing something, I want to get it right. I want to hit it at once, And because of the brands I had worked with, a good brand sells itself. So if you're working with a good brand, already half of the problem is solved. Because
I like the way you say. I like the way you say half of the problem is solved.
Half of the problem is solved. Truly, it's not rocket science. A good brand, a good brand sells itself. So now in this case,
what I'm referring to is your perspective, right? That's the way you look at life. You do that, half of the problem is solved, and that's the best outlook to life, really.
Yeah. So when I started Photoscape, and mind you, by the way, I have an amazing team at Photoscape. They've been so awesome, and that's another problem being solved. when you surround yourself with the right team. So even when things are not working, you know, you've done this, you've done X, Y, Z, you've spoken to this person, you've made a very good presentation and all of that. And at the end of the day, they give it to somebody else that you know is not even better than you in terms of practice and all of that. And I was almost getting frustrated because bills were mounting up. You know, I was like, oh God, what's going to happen? And fear started setting in, you know. And from fear, I had a health scare and all of that. My BP shot up and all of that. I remember one day going to work, I was just feeling so light-headed. And I said, oh, let me stop at the pharmacy to check my BP. And it was reading, it was crazy. And just then, one of my teammates came in, he saw me and he was like, oh, what's happening? Of course, he's much younger, so he does not understand all these readings. And the way they were looking at me, who brought you here? Do you realize you can just collapse right now? Again, family support. I had to call my sister. I said, Stella, you will not believe what's happening. She said, do you know what? Wherever you are, don't bother going to the hospital around you there. Just come to the mainland, family support, where you do a proper test. And when I got there, you know, again, I met a female doctor that wasn't fantastic. I remember her saying, you want to kill yourself? We'll have to check your liver, your kidney, all this one, and to be sure that everything is intact. That one just made me feel worse.
No emotional intelligence.
At all, no emotional intelligence. I was like, oh Lord, my son, what's going to happen? So they said, okay, you have to go do this test and all of that. They have to do it on an empty tummy. I said, fine, this was around past stroke. I hadn't eaten. They said, no, you'll come back the next day. So I went, my sister just said, come back home. She stays on the mainland. When I got there, I was in tears. I said, what's going to happen to me? What if my liver is not functional? What if my, Helen, would you just shut up? There is nothing wrong with you. You have to take your business slowly. What's the worst that can happen? Learn to take life one step at a time. You know, and I had to go do the visit. So I had to sleep at her end that day, you know, and I went the next day to do the test. So between the wait time, between Friday and Monday, it was horrible, waiting for the test results. And when the results came out, I was perfectly fine.
You were what?
I was perfectly fine.
Fantastic.
Everything was cool.
Oh, great.
You know? Oh, I remember telling my team, my family members, I said, so this was happening. I was off work for about a month, but nobody knew. I was still doing this, doing that. But the support, that's why I always say, surround yourself with positive people. You know, I'm not saying I have it all put together. Of course, in our weak moments, we make mistakes and all of that. But it helped me. So I learned that Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so these places have worked, things are moving well. You are not in competition with anybody.
No, you're not.
You are in competition with yourself to get better and give back. You know, and so since that time, I've learned to take it slow and steady. Wins the race, actually.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? I just want to add, because you know, most times we underestimate our own contribution towards our team's success, right? So
exactly.
So even though you've said that you surrounded yourself with the right people, okay, it's great, but you wouldn't have been able to do that if we're not a great leader.
Yes.
Because, you know, everything rises and falls on leadership. So it's your leadership too that has also kept the team, you know, on the right path. You know, so you also need to. So one of the things I also, you know, want women to understand is that it's very important to pat yourself on the shoulder and say, "Oh, I did." On the
shoulder, celebrate little wins.
Exactly. Also celebrate your strength, because there's no way you can keep a team together if you're not a great leader. Exactly. So you've done well there. You did really well. So well done.
Thank you.
Okay. So now this corona situation right now, tell me, how are you?
My darling.
Because you know your business right now is mostly contact. So what's going on? How are you? You know, what are you doing to manage things? You know, I mean, how are you keeping in touch with your clients? Because I mean, you can't even see them anymore. How are you strategizing? Because you know, business is not going to be the normal anymore.
Exactly.
Corona
Exactly.
leaves town. I mean, there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
changes to even how we do
Yeah, lots of
business.
changes.
So what are you, how are you managing this entire, change?
Okay, so when this Corona whole stuff started,
Yeah.
it's like it really sank in. We were still going to work, doing our thing, and all of that. But towards the very week that the Lagos State Governor now said from Thursday there
Mm-hmm.
will be lockdown, I know I had to discuss with my team. We were still talking. I discussed with my team. We're all at work on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we have to tell ourselves the truth. During this pandemic, because of the kind of work we do, bodily contact, nobody will be coming to take pictures. That's not priority on people's minds right now. What is priority for people is about staying safe,
Yeah.
having the basic necessities, food to eat, and power. Those are the two major factors.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, we would have to close shop. We really do not know how long it's going to last. But what I said we should do, and it has been working. Human beings, all we just need is for you to feel that empathy from the other person. So we're in touch with our clients. We send chats, we send mails, but we try not to be too not to do it
too much, not to be in
too
their
often,
faces too much.
so it
Yeah.
doesn't come like, yes, because the message has already been passed around. Oh, Photoscape cares. That's the message. You notice all the posts we've been posting right now. We're not saying, oh, come take those pictures. That would be very insensitive of us. And trust me, it has been so amazing. Just the idea. Human beings, we easily get excited about show of love. I don't think there's anybody that is allergic to that. Just can go a long way. And I know when we started sending the messages, they were like, oh, wow, the responses we got, they were like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And do you know we've gotten bookings?
Amazing.
We've gotten bookings after the pandemic. So people are like, oh, people are even pegging dates. They hope that this stuff would. I said, well, we don't have control over it. So we're just staying in touch. The fact that we can't take the pictures right now, we can't open shop, we really don't have control over it. But stay in touch with the client, because I personally, I'm just saying myself, right, to be a client, you've not kept in touch, you've not done anything, you've not found out about my welfare. Then after the pandemic, you come and tell me, okay, so this is my product. I wouldn't answer. Because it has only shown that you are not sensitive, you are not concerned about me.
Exactly.
What's paramount about it should be a win-win. You understand? Okay, I make you happy, you equally make me happy, you are concerned about me. And it's not just, that's the value added that we're talking about. It's not just about you supporting our business, we're also concerned about your welfare. We want to celebrate you all around.
And that's amazing. I mean, I'm so glad you shared this, because a lot of people, people and businesses need to understand that it's people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that was
exactly
a quote from Angelo, right? And it's something that I hold on to all the time. No matter the business you're doing, you have to care for your customers.
For your customers.
Exactly.
Because if my well-being is not right, there's no way I can support your business.
There's no way I
That's
can
the truth.
support you. So now your business is top of mind just because you care. And already they're making bookings because they know that this too will pass, right? And then once that goes, I'm going to just come and do have my photo taken and everything.
And we'll go back to,
So that's amazing strategies. That's amazing strategy that you've implemented in the storm, because we're in the storm right now.
Exactly.
And so you don't wait till the end of the storm. You're actually creating, strategies in the storm, which is a very important thing to do. Exactly. So well done.
And not just for clients.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well done,
not just for clients. We Thank you so much.
What did you say? You said something. I missed that.
I said we're not just reaching out to clients. So we had companies we were equally looking to before the pandemic. So the deals have not been signed on. You still have to make sure you keep in touch. Business is about communication. It's about staying in touch. It's just like a relationship. If you are not in touch, you know what happens.
there's no relationship without communication, right?
Exactly.
My word. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the show. So what are your last
Oh,
thoughts?
wow.
Yeah, I know it's fun, right? We just go on talking and talking and
Exactly.
talking. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the show has to come to an end, and then me and you can take it on another, take it, on another level.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Further. Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I wanted to ask, right? So what are the 5 things you would like, tips you
Yeah.
would like to share for women, going through?
Okay.
Because a lot of women are lonely right now, especially those that
Yes.
are not married, so they're lonely. I'm sure people are going crazy. It's not easy,
Yeah.
being lonely, and maybe some of them may not have kids, or some of them may have kids, but it's so
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming. Sometimes you just want, some people run to their cars to go and take phone calls or just breathe, So
Yeah.
what 5
Mm-hmm.
tips do you have for women in this situation?
Okay. Number 1 is the
Yes.
God factor.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned peace and
Yeah.
trust
Mm-hmm.
in God, because the truth of the matter is, it's only God that can give you that peace.
Yeah.
No matter the motivation you get from other people, oh, okay, this is how you should do it. Then I don't believe that one cap fits it all. What
True.
works for you may not work for me, And because we're God's children, He has a way of speaking to us individually. He knows your strength, He knows my strength. So,
Yeah.
number 1, trust in God.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that for every storm that you have to pass through, there's always a lesson learned.
Yeah.
You come out stronger. What does not kill you only makes you stronger.
Absolutely.
And then number 2, you talked about a lot of women are lonely, married, and a lot of single ladies. The truth of the matter is, some married women are equally lonely. So if you've
True.
not discovered yourself, take for example, if you are single and you believe that, because men are equally human like us, they are no magicians.
Mm.
They're humans like us.
Mm.
So if you go into marriage with expectations that the man is going to take away your loneliness, that's not true. You will end up becoming lonelier than before you went in. So you have to make yourself happy. Yes. What happens trust me, I'm a firm believer of marriage. Marriage is good, head undefiled and all of that. But what happens while you are waiting? You have to make yourself happy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to nobody can make you happy except you.
Absolutely.
You are the one responsible for your happiness. You are the one, you have to choose to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Choose to
yourself
be
in the
happy.
mirror.
Very true.
Choose to be happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I wake up, I say to myself, Helen, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are blessed, you are
Yes.
favored, things are working in your favor.
Yes.
And the way you think, as you think, that is how it is. How does the Bible put it? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you keep saying things to yourself, making daily affirmations daily, the truth is, you are what you say you are. Nobody is permitted to look down on you except you look down on yourself. I know the body language is actually very powerful. If you come and you start feeling, though it's not easy, but you have to keep speaking to yourself.
Yeah.
Say to yourself daily, I can do this, I can do it. But take it one step at a time. Because most times we want to impress the society, or we're doing so many things at the same time, or I'm a superhero. No, take it one step at a time. One step at a time. It's good to dream big. When you win some, you celebrate. Even when you lose, you celebrate, but go back to the drawing board. Why did I lose this? What happened? What could I have done differently? And all of that. And then surround yourself with positive people. Positive people that would influence you, not take away from what you already have. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because when the problem shared is half solved, but you have to make sure that you're sharing the problem with the right set of people.
With the right people.
With the right people. Do you understand? And have a very high self-esteem of yourself. I believe that
Very
I don't have
important.
it all. I don't have it all, but I look at myself daily and I say, Helen, you are doing well. Helen, you are doing well. for my low moments. There are times, of course, there are times that I have low moments because we're humans.
Yes.
If you want to listen to music, you listen to music. Do what makes you happy. If you have to lick that bowl of ice cream, it won't kill you.
It won't.
You know, in this season of everybody is a Weight Watcher and all of that. Don't stress it out.
Don't stress
Make
it
yourself
out.
happy. You know, but let there be a balance. If taking that bar of chocolate will help you, by all means, go ahead and grab the bite.
You know?
If having that pizza would help you, go ahead and do it. If you need to speak with a friend, have that friend that is a confidant. Speak with that friend. If you have children, all well and good, make your children, bond with them, get to know them, and which is what I'm doing. I'm discovering lots of new things during this pandemic period, you know, because this time we're in is like a luxury.
Yes.
It's not like it's actually luxury. It's luxury. So I've seen posts that, oh, if at the end of this period you've not learned a new skill, oh, no. Yeah, you've not done, nobody has done you, you are just unintelligent. No. Take advantage of this period because it may not happen again. We don't even want this pandemic that will keep us home again. It's slowing down lots of things.
Absolutely.
But what do you do within this period? Take advantage of this period, make yourself happy, bond with your family. If you can't learn a new skill, it's fine. Hell will not let loose. Trust me.
I like that. I like that because learning new skills. But I like that. I like that.
Yes, hell will not let loose, but at the same time, maintain that balance.
Yeah.
Make sure that all you don't just go ahead along eating, you know, indulging. Have that special time to increase yourself mentally, inspirationally, and all.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I like all these tips you've just given because these tips resonate strongly with what a League of Inspirational Women is all about. All about healing, all about mental wellness, you know, just that mind, you know, and then we're also, you know, about pursuing purpose, living your purpose. And you shared some amazing, you know, tips about loving yourself, you know, about God, you know, putting God, because really, I've learned even myself that you cannot separate, if you have a relationship with God, right? You can't separate God from anything that you do. He will be involved in everything that you do. You would involve him. So spiritual growth is so wonderful at this time, right? So this is a time to actually grow spiritually. This is the time for you to grow in the relationship with yourself, because a lot of people don't know themselves. When you ask questions, you know, so what's your strength, what's your weakness? People are just stammering. Ladies stammer, but because we haven't taken time out. We're so busy going to work every day and spending time with people that we don't want to spend time with ourselves. So self-awareness is important at this time. Self-love, you know, is so important. And you know, the affirmations, you can't even overstress on affirmations. Saying positive things about yourself. I am this. I'm calling the universe down to make it happen, because really, that's exactly what happens when you think thoughts about yourself. You know, and then, you know, celebrating small wins. I mean, you can't even, baby steps, even when a child takes the first step, it is celebrated. How much more a little step that you've made in some area of your life, you must celebrate it. And you know, tell yourself, girl, I've done well in this, right? And it will also spur you on to do other, you know, achieve other, you know, amazing things as well, you know. And of course, maintain positive relationship with people. So positive people, I'm so big on guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issue of life.
With all diligence,
Proverbs 4:23, I think, yes. And it's so key for me. So I guard my heart jealously. I guard the kind of people I spend time with, because people can say things and slowly it takes root inside you and then begins to control. You won't even know it control your thoughts. And from your thoughts, it controls your attitude and your behavior. So you must guard what you're allowed to come in through, you know, your relationship with people. You know, and of course, high self-esteem. High self-esteem is so important. A lot of people don't even really believe in themselves, right? They don't believe that they are worth anything.
Which is really sad.
It's so sad. And once you don't
really
believe in
sad.
yourself, you really cannot achieve much, you know? And even if you were achieving stuff.
The truth is, if I don't love myself, you can't love me.
Yeah, true.
If I don't love myself and I go into marriage not loving myself, the man cannot cry more than the bereaved. If you don't love yourself, why? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to love yourself. You can't give what you don't have. Discover yourself. So in this period of isolation, discover yourself.
Discover yourself. Talk to yourself. You know, I always tell people meditate. Spend time quiet, you know, moments, just leaving all the noise, drown it all, and just try to hear from God about what you should do, and also, you know, just get to know you. Oh, this has been an amazing session, Helen. It's been amazing.
I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thank you. I've learned. I mean, I'm sure you noticed I was taking notes. You know, me. I mean, I like to practice listening. You know, writing down, because I'm also learning. I always say I'm a learner for life. And so, ladies out there, as you're watching,
I'm equally learning too.
Yes.
I'm learning too.
So, ladies out there, as you're watching this, please ensure that you're taking down notes. The message is important. We want you to take the message and apply in your life, which is so important, you know. So please take notes, have a broad mindset, and really, if you want to engage with any of us, if you're going through anything, please feel free, you know, to engage with us, and we would speak with you, you know, because we want you to be mentally sound. And we also want you to experience the healing, so that you can express yourself.
Exactly, very important.
Your chosen path. Yes. So thank you, Helen, for coming on the show. This is an amazing.
Thank you, Ivy.
Well.
Yeah, I totally enjoyed myself. Thank you.
Oh,
I wish it wouldn't come to an end, but we have to go.
All good things
thank you so much.
An end. Okay. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.